In this episode of Aston1936.com, I'm going to show you how to change the center caps in your wheels. The reason I'm changing my center caps is because I've noticed that the caps themselves, when I've been washing the car, are loose. And as it turns out, this is a problem of age and design. They're just plastic and the little tabs in behind begin to fail. The old caps basically have plastic tabs on the back, and as the car sits out in the sun or gets washed and all the chemicals and stuff, these tabs begin to sort of lose their spring, and they aren't binding into the wheel tight enough. The new cap that replaces it, you can see they've upgraded the design to include this spring ring around the inside of the tabs to always keep them pressed out firmly to stop this little rattle problem. Wanted to show you really quick. Here's the inside of that center cap, and you can see how either a previous dealer or the tire service center, they could tell that the tabs are starting to break off, and they actually put epoxy, little blobs of epoxy on the back of each of the tab to stop them from breaking off. And you can see compared to one of the other ones that wasn't rattling, so this one had obviously gotten some damage and they're trying to salvage it so they wouldn't have to pay to replace it. Yeah, it wasn't working. Basically, to replace your center caps, you really only need one set of parts, your center caps. These are only available from Aston Martin as far as I'm aware. They're a bespoke part. And you can get them as a 4-pack or as individual. So go ahead and check out my companion blog article, and I'll have links to where to buy them. The only tools you need to replace your center caps are basically your hands, basically to push in the new caps. And I found that I grabbed the handle off of my mallet. Doesn't really matter what type of tool it is, but I have basically a wooden handle that I can use to poke out the center cap nice and evenly. And I also found that it was useful to have a microfiber towel handy because I wanted to clean out the openings after I had the old caps removed. So that's it for tools that you're going to need to get the job done. So we'll start by taking the wheel off the car, and essentially what we want to do is use the butt end of our hammer to knock out the wheel cap. So I'm just going to basically knock gently in the center of it, and I've got my other hand over here to catch it. So I'm just going to knock it out, and out it comes. Simple as that. So once you've got the cap removed, this is a great time to use your microfiber towel to just clean the stuff you can't usually get to around the inside edge of the socket. And then I'm going to lay the wheel flat. And so it's important to point out now that there's a keyway in the wheel. We have to align it to get this notch lined up with that. So it just happens to be right down the center line of that spoke. So the wings are actually going to be perpendicular to that. So basically I'm setting it in there, and now that it's spring loaded, it definitely doesn't want to go down all that easy. So I'm going to take my palm and pop it in. So when you're done, it's all ready to go. So at this point, now we're ready. Basically, we can take the wheel, remount it to the car. We have to make sure we follow the torque spec to get it reinstalled properly and lower the car back down to the ground. I hope you found this video helpful. Up here, you'll find a video on how to actually reinstall the road wheel. Down here, you'll find the companion blog where you're going to find links to buying the part. Down here, you can subscribe to the blog if you'd like to see videos like this. And down below, I'm always happy to listen to your comments, so please go ahead and leave them. Thanks for watching.